Kimberly Turner from cookingwithkimberly.com, and tonight I'm going to show you how to make mashed navy beans. Now, it's Ukrainian Christmas Eve, and this is one of the meatless dishes that you serve on the Christmas Eve. So what I did was I got three cups or so of navy beans from my bulk store, and I soaked them overnight. I changed the liquid this morning, and they've still been soaking, ready for me to start. So these need to be cooked. I'm going to strain them and then add some new water to the pot. Okay, now you can always cook these beans from their hard state, their dry state, but soaking them overnight will really greatly reduce the cooking time. Now they're all nice and plump and hydrated, and now you just have to cook them out. These will still take probably a few hours to do, but a navy bean is kind of a smaller bean. So this is what navy beans look like. They're actually little tiny white beans. They're actually kind of a medium size, I suppose. So they're nice and hydrated into my pot. Also, when soaking the beans overnight, I think that it removes a lot of those compounds that cause you to have gas when you eat beans. So I think that helps a lot too. Let's go ahead and top these up with nice fresh water and get them on the stove top. So we're gonna bring those up to a boil as soon as possible and then turn it down to a simmer. They don't need to be boiling all crazy, just down to a simmer. Do not add salt. Do not add any kind of acid to it, i.e. lemon juice or vinegar or anything like that. That's going to wreck your whole entire cooking time. There's going to keep them harder for a much longer period of time. However, you can add some spices. You can add some pepper, you can add chili pepper if you want to, and you can add a bay leaf. And I'm probably just going to add the pepper and the bay leaf tonight because this is for Ukrainian Christmas Eve. So you're just trying to cook them until they're tender. Okay, on that simmer. So keep testing them to see if they're to your liking. You want to make sure that these are nice and tender because you're going to be mashing these ones up. So they have to be quite tender for you to do that. And stir these beans throughout the cooking time periodically. All right, once those navy beans come up to a boil, turn it down to a simmer, put the lid on a jar, and stir them throughout. Also, when you're cooking your beans, you're going to see the kind of a foam starts to form on the top of your water. What I like to do is just skim that off ever so gently with a large spoon, and I discard that, okay? That also is a compound that's going to cause gas in you. So get rid of that. You don't need that. They're just impurities. That happens when you make any kind of soup stock or anything like that. The impurities come up to the top, you skim them up, okay? Make sure that while you're cooking those beans, you keep enough water in there to cover them. Now these guys have been going a few hours. They are ready to go. You just taste them, make sure that they're tender all the way through to the center. Now you can err on the side of being more cooked in this instance because we're doing mashed navy beans instead of just serving them whole, and you'd like to keep their integrity. I don't like mushy beans when I want them to be whole. So this is fine. We're going to strain this and then we're going to mash them like mashed potatoes. I do have some peppercorns in here, and that will be fine. I'm going to add a little bit more pepper. I'm going to add salt. I'm going to have to do a taste test actually to make sure that all is well. And if you're not doing a Ukrainian Christmas Eve, you can add butter. But in this instance, you're supposed to add just a little bit of the cooking liquid. Now, we do Ukrainian Christmas Eve, but we do cheat a little bit with butter, and we do put sour cream on our pierogies and our cabbage rolls. So I'm going to add some butter to this. On Ukrainian Christmas Eve, you're not supposed to have eggs, butter, or dairy, like cheese afterwards. Add a little bit of butter there. If you're really feeling yourself, you can add some cream to this if you want. And just mash it with a potato masher. Pick out that bay leaf. No one wants to eat that. Now you don't have to just use navy beans. That just happens to be what my grandmother used. But you can use any other kind of bean you prefer or have on hand. The mashed beans, they add a little bit extra protein to your meal, especially since you're not eating meat. Now, Ukrainian Christmas Eve, you can eat fish, however, but no other kind of meat. So the beans will help fill you up, especially in combination with the rice-filled cabbage rolls or holopchi, and that would make a complete protein. So I see why our ancestors chose these dishes, even if they knew it or not, the reasons why they worked. All right, quick taste test. I'm gonna add a little bit more butter, a little bit more pepper, a little bit more salt. Beans can take a lot of seasoning. If you wanted to add dill or paprika or cayenne pepper to this, or chili, feel free. Now you can leave some of the beans whole. You can halfway mash it if you want to, or you can completely mash it. You could even just put it in a food processor and buzz it up so it's nice and smooth if you don't want any lumps. So that's Mother approved. She's happy with that. I'm just gonna put this in a bowl. Now, not everyone in our household eats onion and garlic. So onion and garlic sauteed up, all nice and soft, and put in here after for flavoring is a wonderful addition, but not tonight. So there you go. They might just be mistaken for mashed potatoes on the table, and that's how you do it. That's how you cook mashed navy beans for Ukrainian Christmas. All right, I just garnish that with a little bit of parsley, or you can sprinkle it with whatever you like. Even some fresh dill would be lovely. So that's it. Follow me on Twitter at Cooking with Kim E with a capital E. Like the fan page at facebook.com/cookingwithkimberly. I'm on instagram.com/webchefofalltrades. You can find my shows on iFood TV at my.fossum.tv/cookingwithkimberly, youtube.com/cookingwithkimberly. I have a channel on Roku, Cooking with Kimberly, and I'm also syndicated on Apple TV and Amazon and a few other places. Come to my website at cookingwithkimberly.com and subscribe. Interact with us and let us know what's going on in your culinary world, all right? Be a champion in your kitchen and eat deliciously. Bye.